Karen Meyer was looking for a little extra income. Chick Day at the local feed mill got her interested in raising chickens. She then learned the business from another hatchery and purchased their flock and equipment in 1985. This year alone, Meyer Hatchery will have hatched a little over 900,000 chicks, 30,000 bantams, and nearly 35,000 turkeys.
Our busiest time in the spring is mainly because people like to get their chicks when the temperature's starting to warm up. And if they buy a baby chick like in March or April, then it takes about 18 weeks for a young hen until she starts laying. So if they're buying them in March or April, then they have a nice supply of eggs coming out of their new hens before it gets cold in the wintertime. So chicks that are hatched in April, you can usually expect them to start laying sometime in August.
Around 6,000 hens produce the eggs needed for the hatchery.
We set all the eggs that we can gather from each of the individual hens, and from that we work off how many should hatch, and people order based upon that. Most of our orders, there's I'd say between a 2 and 6 week wait. Some of the rare varieties could be 3 or 4 months wait to get just what you're looking for.
The machines that we have, the setters, which are the machines that the eggs start out in on day 1, and they stay there for 18 days. And they are on carts that the eggs turn every hour. And the reason for that is if an egg stood long enough in one position, the yolk would float to the top of the shell and stick. And so we don't want that to happen. So we turn the egg every hour, or the machine automatically turns the egg every hour. And that way, that yolk doesn't stick, and the yolk is what is absorbed into the chick's abdomen just before it hatches, and that's its food supply, its nutrition for like 72 hours. That's why we don't need to put any food into boxes for the chicks when we put them in and ship them through the mail. They can survive on what they already have in their system for like up to 72 hours, and we have pretty good success at that. The setters hold about 19,000 eggs per machine. It has 4 carts in there. Each cart has like 36 trays on it, 132 eggs on a tray.
Just as a hen would sit on an egg, heat is important in the hatching process. After 18 days in the warmth of the setter, the eggs are laid flat in hatching baskets and transferred into the hatcher, where they hatch.
And then on the 21st day, then we wheel them out here and sort them out by breed and put them, whether they go into cardboard boxes or into plastic, and then the sexers will sex them out. We need to sex a chicken, which would mean we would sort out the males from the females. Not everybody wants a lot of roosters. If somebody wanted 100 Rhode Island red hens, they don't want 50 roosters in there with them. Some people want just roosters, or they want just hens. So that's why we sex out the chicks. And then from there we start to pack orders up. We try to have everything to the post office by 4 o'clock, so it's usually about 12 hours we have from the time we pull them, get everything packed, get it to the post office.
During their busiest months, they will hatch about 50,000 chicks a week, depending on the demand. The hatchery also provides started pullets, or young hens, to those who want chickens that will start laying eggs within a few weeks upon delivery.
Well, our average customer would be the average Joe who just wants to have fresh eggs on a daily basis. They might purchase between 10 and 25 chicks.
Some people buy them, just for fun. Some people buy them because it helps to sustain their income for their family, or, put food on their table. So, I don't know, there's kind of an average, but sometimes it's not really anything normal about it. Sometimes it's very wide variety of people that want birds from us. We sell birds to small little groups as far as quantities of 3 that might go to people like in Manhattan or, you know, downtown New York, where they put them in their penthouse, I guess. I think probably people are more conscientious more and more about where their food comes from, and that's one thing they can control, is if they have their own chickens, they know exactly what they're eating. And I think just people feel good about, you know, having their own animals and taking care of them and then getting some return out of them.
It is a little hard to believe. I mean, like I said, it's only been 10 years ago that we were just a small two-man show, and today it's grown to, you know, 30 to 40 people just to keep us running.
Well, people ask us a lot, you know, if we thought we would be where we are today. And I have to say, 10 years ago when we moved into this building, I didn't probably think it would be where we are today. It has exceeded what we had maybe thought it would be. We just kind of grow as the need is. So if somebody asks for a new breed of chicken, then we add that, try to add, you know, something that we think looks interesting, try to add something new every year. So when people open up our catalog, they'll see something new and buy that and tell their friends about it. Same with our products. It used to be we carried just a very few products. Now we have everything from baby chick feeders, and we have full-grown birds, and we sell a little bit of home decor and a full line of feed with our drive-through and everything. So it's grown quite a lot, especially in the last 3 years. I have to say it's really gone quite well. Better than what we had expected.